Welcome to Astro Weatherman. Hello, weather watchers, and welcome to another episode of Astro Weatherman. All right, so we're entering into the full moon period of February, and this forecast period is going to last from the beginning of the full moon, which is February the 5th, Saturday, February the 5th, and it goes all the way until Sunday, February the 12th. All right, so we're going to be studying the North American weather forecast and seeing what planets are affecting your regions. All right, now this week the moon is in apogee. What does that mean? Well, apogee means that the moon is at its furthest point from the Earth in its orbit. So this basically means that the moon is not going to be as potent or as powerful as it normally is in terms of its effects on the weather. So this might be a fairly, generally speaking, for the most part, calmer week of weather for most of the planet. Don't get me wrong, there could still be some storms and some, violent weather that can happen in certain regions around the world. But when the moon is in apogee, it tends to minimize, generally speaking, severe weather effects globally. So we might be, for the most part, for most of the planet, in for some calmer weather. For the most part, there's going to be some places that are still going to be definitely, you're going to have to be weather-wise and be weather alert because storms happen no matter what. All right. So that's just a general concept and a general theory, and it seems to work quite well. All right, let's get on with the weather and see what's up. Also, click in the description box below for your region if you want to go directly to that or any other region in North America that you're curious about how the planets are affecting the weather. All right, so without further ado, let's get started on what those planets are doing to our weather. Okay, let's begin with Western Canada and BC. So let's draw our weather study zone. This week, we're going to be starting a bit of a different format. Hopefully, you guys will enjoy it. All right, so first thing is first, West Coast BC. I think you guys are going to experience, you guys are going to have or are going to be experiencing a cloudy, rainy, showery week of weather. Atypical weather, I think, for this time of the year. So no big surprises. The good news, I think your temperature is going to be a little, it's going to be mild. I think it's going to be seasonable, so near average temperatures. So temperatures aren't going to be bad. All of this is brought to you by the planet Uranus, all right, which is right up here. Okay. Now, the warmer weather is, or milder weather, temperature wise, is going to be Jupiter. And that can bring you some sunny breaks here and there, but I think overall the week is going to be cloudier, showery, and rainy. Inland, I think you guys are going to have some scattered flurries or snow, partly sunny to partly cloudy days. And towards the east, wind. Watch for the wind. And that's brought to you by Mercury right up here. Okay, so let's go on to Alberta. Okay, so we've got three planets affecting Alberta. So first of all, let's draw our weather study zone. And I think Alberta, for the most part, you guys are going to have a fairly nice week of weather. I think temperatures are going to be mild, seasonable or average. And overall, you're going to have lots of sunshine, I think. Lots of partly cloudy to mostly or partly sunny days, mostly sunny days even. So there's going to be, I think, a fair amount of sunshine. And I think, and that's brought to you by both the positive planets. Ooh, let me change that color. The positive planets Mercury and Mars. Okay. And I also think that the wind is going to be a lot stronger. So you're going to have some days where the winds are going to be fairly strong. So just be aware of that as well. So maybe a Chinook kind of a week, and that's brought to you by Mercury. All right, but this guy here, Pluto, all right, can bring some snow and it can bring some flurries and a sudden dip in temperature. So don't be surprised if that happens as well. All right, so overall, Alberta, not bad. All right, pretty good week of weather, I think. All right, so let's begin with Saskatchewan. And Saskatchewan, let's draw our weather study zone. You are going to have, I think, mostly a fairly nice week of weather for the most part. You're going to have a lot of sunshine, partly cloudy, to partly sunny days. Temperatures are going to be, I think, mild. I think they're going to be near seasonable or average for this time of year. And that's all brought to you by nice weather planet Mars, which is right down here. And but you're going to have some scattered flurries or some scattered snow that could come occasionally and with a dip in temperatures, and that's brought to you by, well, let me hang on a second. Whoa, 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 whoa. Back it up, back it up. Let's go to we got to change the color on Mars because Mars is not red. Mars is positive, right? So here we go. Positive Mars. All right. That's better. And then negative Pluto is what is close enough to Saskatchewan that can bring some scattered flurries or snow. But I think that'll be minor, maybe a day or two that can happen. So overall, not bad. Okay, let's go on to Manitoba. So Manitoba, let's draw the weather study zone for you guys. And here we go. Now you've got a mixed bag of weather. Temperatures are going to be, I think, seasonable as well, near normal, average, so not bad, not cold, not too hot. So that's fine. And I think you're going to have mostly, I think, partly cloudy to partly sunny days for the most part. Not bad. It's going to look good. Maybe the odd day or two, you'll have a scattered flurry or snow, a little bit of snow that comes in, but it shouldn't amount to too much. All right, and I think that the reason that is happening is because we have this sort of a little bit of a mix with the sun and moon. Let me just undo that one right there. I need to put this into a circle. It's much nicer. So that's a bit of a mix right there. Positive weather Mars is down here. Now the sun and the moon, when they get together in opposition, which they are, which is the full moon, you have the sun and the moon opposing one another. The moon is going to be reflecting a lot of the sun. So it's going to be much sunnier than normal, but the moon is still going to add a little bit of moisture potential. So really not bad, Manitoba. Very good. All right. And Ontario. All right. Now we got a little bit of a different story with Ontario. Let me move this guy a little bit further. There we go. Okay, let's draw our weather study zone for Ontario, and that's going to span all this over here. All right, so I think you guys are going to have some cloudier days, scattered showers or flurries. I think more scattered flurries and scattered snow. That's going to hit you guys. I think temperature is going to be, again, not bad. It's going to be average to normal temperatures. So that's not bad. But you are going to have, I think, more cloudier days with scattered snow and or flurries. And that's all thanks to this guy up here, Saturn. That's going to be the main driver for you guys in terms of the weather. All right, so there you go. So yeah, just prepare for that. Quebec. All right, what do we got for Quebec? So let's draw our weather study zone for Quebec. And let's start just roughly. We're not going to do the whole with this square. Whole province is it's too big and awkward with all those edges. Anyways, so Quebec, I think you guys are going to have snow, more snow. It just doesn't stop. And why? I think you're going to have more cloudier days and flurries and snow. The good news is temperatures shouldn't be that bad. I don't think they're going to be too cold. They'll be mild, milder. I think they're going to be seasonable to average temperatures. And this is all brought to you by Venus up here, not the square. Let's do the circle. So we have, because Venus will bring you the milder temperatures, but cloudier days with flurries and snow. Now, just be aware of the wind, because there could be days where there could be wind. So you mix wind with snow, that could be some squalls or blizzards. That could happen. I hope not. But we have to add that in with Mercury, and that's up here. Because Mercury is going to be affecting you guys a little bit, there is going to be some sunny breaks, okay? But there could be windier days as well. So just be aware of that, okay? But I think you're still going to have a bit of a wintry week of weather. Thankfully, somewhat milder temperatures. So again, average to seasonable. All right, so let's go to the Maritimes. All right, so let's draw the study zone right here. So I think you guys are going to start off with winter is still not done with you guys. Sorry. You're going to have, I think, cloudier days, scattered showers towards the coastal regions, to scattered snow or flurries more inland. Um, the good news is I don't think temperatures are going to be that bad. I think they're going to be, again, near average to seasonable. Okay, so just be aware of that. And this is all brought to you by Neptune right up here. Now, Neptune is the planet that definitely can bring cloudier days, snowier weather, or even rainy in the coast, but it does keep the temperatures milder. Now, I'm concerned about the wind because there could be some windier days that will happen. And that is brought to you by Mercury, which is right here. Even though Mercury is a positive weather planet, it definitely can bring some odd sunny breaks and some partly cloudy or partly sunny days. But I think overall, with some more cloudy, snowier, or yeah, days with flurries and sometimes with rain, mix that in with wind. There could be, I don't want to say squalls or blizzards that could happen. Again, fingers crossed it doesn't happen, but um, just in case we have to put that in. Otherwise, you could just have some windy days in between. All right, there you go. That is Canada. So let's see what's going on down in the United States, shall we? Okay, let's begin with the USA's Western regions. Let's draw our weather study zones, and it's going to go like right around here. All right, so most of the West Coast, especially from, I think, Oregon all the way down to California, got a lot of sunshine happening, actually. Sunnier days, maybe some partly cloudy days, but overall, very nice, very nice. And I think temperatures are going to be average or normal for this time of year. All right, and this nice weather is brought to you by positive weather Mercury and even Jupiter, all the way out to the west coast, all off the West Pacific area. That's going to add to that nice mild temperature range, so average normal temperatures. The only thing is with Mercury, Mercury can definitely bring some wind. So watch for windier days. That can definitely happen. One of the differences, however, is here in the upper northwest. And this is like right here. Okay, so this is where we have to watch out for this section, I think right there. Now that's the section that can have cloudier days, rainier with showers, and snow or flurries, higher elevations or inland. The other area of concern, well, not concern, I mean, it's not going to be bad, but we just do have to mention it, is this area right up here. And so in the Idaho, Montana regions, this is where we could see cooler temperatures, cloudier days, snow, and flurries. All right. And where you have Nevada and parts of Arizona, again, this is going to be sunshine mostly, maybe partly cloudy days and drier weather. So we might have in the southern part of Arizona the odd shower or two, but I don't think so. I think this is going to be, fairly nice weather overall. Now that could be from seasonable normal temperatures to cooler. Overall, not bad weather. Okay, so let's get to the midsection here of the country and let's draw our weather zone. And it's going to go all the way. Let me just redraw that. I want to go further south to include, there we go. So we cover all of Texas as well. All right, so let's draw that all the way here, and it's going to go like that. Perfect. Okay, temperatures, mild to seasonable, average temperatures. So thankfully, nothing too cold. In terms of general weather, we see lots of actually sunnier days, intermixed with clouds and showers. I think it's going to be a mixed weather week throughout this whole region because you have some. So what we're going to have is you're going to have partly cloudy to a mixed sun of cloud days with scattered showers and rain to the south, to scattered flurries or snow to the north. It's going to be a mixed bag weather period in this entire zone. And that's because we have a mess here where we have negative weather Pluto right up here. Negative weather Pluto, which can bring some moisture, snow in the north, rain in the south. We've got negative weather Uranus down here, which can bring that mix as well. We have positive Mars, which goes through here, which brings sunnier weather, warmer weather, and a bit of a mix of the sun and moon, which in this case, being full moon, brings warmer and drier temperatures, and warmer temperatures and drier weather. So this is why we have a mix. So expect a roller coaster through this section. Okay. So let's move on to this area, the eastern area. Perfect. All right. So let's go to, here we go. Let's draw this zone. And I think I'm going to go actually, let's draw it right here. Yeah. Okay, so we've got thunderstorms to the south and warmer, well, not warmer, but seasonable and average temperatures to the south. So you're going to have some scattered thunder showers or thunderstorms, especially through Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia. You're going to have, I think, warmer weather, sunnier weather, some scattered showers through Arkansas, Mississippi, and Louisiana. Northern states through Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, Kentucky, you're going to have a mixed bag weather week where you're going to have some scattered snow or flurries with some nice sunny days, actually, and some warmer days and warmer weather days. So it's going to be a mixed bag. All right. Next is going to be the East Coast. or the eastern regions. All right, let's draw our weather studies zone here. All right. So, here we have we see more clouds than sun. Temperatures are going to be mild, so I think average or seasonable. And there's going to be showers and rain in the southern regions and snow and flurries in the northern regions due to Saturn and Venus. They both can bring those kinds of mixed weather influences. So, well, not mixed. Usually both Venus and Saturn are cloudier and bring moisture into the region. So that's what it's showing. So just prepare for that. Saturn being the planet of storms. So we do have to watch out for some stormy weather that could come. So thunderstorms to the south, like in Florida, to watch out for flurries or snowier weather in the north with milder temperatures. That can be the wet, heavy snow. So watch out for that. Okay, that's it, USA. Let's go on to Mexico. Okay, Mexico. Let's see where you guys stand with the weather. Overall, very nice. And no news is good news yet again, Mexico. You have lots of beautiful weather coming your way. Lots of sunshine and hot temperatures. Well, when we draw our weather zone here, we're going to draw it pretty much through, again, most of this part of the country, which is going to cover the good chunk of the country here. Really, all we're seeing is sunshine, warmth, and heat. And why? Well, we see lots of positive planets that are in effect here. The sun, which let me know. I don't really like squares for that. Let's draw a circle. Okay, a positive sun. And because this one is mixed with the moon, it's in opposition to the moon. The moon will reflect the light and heat of the sun. So the moon actually becomes much warmer and drier. So we see that is a strong influence. Now we see positive Mercury on the edge here. That also brings nice sunny days, more wind in the upper northwestern regions of Mexico. And now this pairing normally is considered, well, Pluto, anyways, is considered negative in the northern hemisphere, but in the southern hemisphere, it's considered positive, and I'll tell you why in just a second. Okay, they're grouped up together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this down here. This is Uranus, and we're going to give that the negative planet rating. So it gives us that little bit of instability. And then we have Pluto, which is in the southern hemisphere, or as we approach the equatorial zones, equator area. It's then going to become more positive. And why? Because it's in the sign of Capricorn right now. And in the sign of Capricorn, as we get closer to the equator, it gets hot and dry. Okay, so overall, we have way more dry and hot planets than negative weather planets. So, okay, Mexico, beautiful weather. No news is good news. Enjoy. Next, well, that's that part of Mexico. Now, there's only one other part here, and that's the Yucatan Peninsula. So the Yucatan Peninsula, and we're just going to move the map a little bit further this way. Okay. And that's going to cover this region right here. All right. And Yucatan, you're going to have generally nice, warm, hot weather. You can have a mix of sun and clouds, however, with scattered showers, more than likely thunder showers, and maybe some passing thunderstorms. And that's because of Saturn up here. All right. Oh, here we go with the squares. Now, the thing is with Saturn, normally it brings, as we get closer to the equator, actually very hot weather, but it still brings storms, especially when you mix it in with Mars, even though it's a positive weather planet. And that's further up, but still not bad. So overall, I think even though we have a lot of these positive energy planets affecting the Yucatan, you're still going to get some passing thunder, mix of sun and clouds with scattered thunder showers or thunderstorms. But overall, not bad. Not bad. Nothing severe, I don't think. All right, there you have it. That is Mexico. Okay, there you have it, folks. The full moon of February 2023. All right, so hopefully you enjoyed this episode. We're going to be experimenting in upcoming videos with new types of techniques and formats to try and see which is the best method to try and get this information to you as efficiently and as useful as possible. All right. Thank you again for joining us today. We're going to be back on Monday, February the 13th. That's going to be the third quarter moon or the last quarter moon of February. All right, so quarter moons, remember, bring change in the weather patterns around the globe. So stay tuned because the following week we could have some very interesting weather hitting North America. All right, we hope to see you then. Please like and subscribe if you want to be a part of this channel, and hit the bell icon for any news of upcoming videos. All right, thank you again for watching.